I can't sleep. So, I purchased a music notation face mask to augment my collection, thinking that it would look sharp. But my expectations fell flat. After wearing it for an interval, I developed a staph infection and a cleft chin. I should have known buying it would lead to trouble. It wound up not being a major problem, but a minor inconvenience. I do have a diminished opinion of the product, though. Not sure if I should throw it out because I don't know how long it will take to decompose. Oh, party time. Uh-oh. I'm up. I am up at an hour. That's for sure. Okay. I might as well do that too, huh? Let's see. Will it let me? See, what day is it? It is Winter Games. Okay. When I turn on my computer, there's like this search thing at the very bottom, and then it has these little icons. So I hover over them to see what special day it is. That was real special. Winter Games. It's not late, it's early. But good question. I don't know. I've been up since, gosh, it was daylight. I mean, it was still early. It was right when my mom started knocking on the door. She called, oh, I know it, I can look. It was exactly, oh gosh. It was exactly 1:37 p.m. yesterday. I guess I went to bed early. No. That's when I went to sleep. Never mind. Okay. She woke me up at 3:05 p.m. yesterday afternoon. You would think I'd be able to go back to sleep, but I got 2 hours sleep. Yay. Or maybe 1. Which is great, because they'll be able to find all kinds of problems when they do the stickers all over my head. Nope, I didn't fix it yet, but at least somebody's gonna come and do it. It's more than just that little pipe. Of course, I could get some water from that little pipe, though, thankfully, if I needed it. I just went next door and washed my hair. But I can't put conditioner. I can't do the conditioner on my hair. I don't know why. So it's like I don't know if it's because of the conditioner, lack of it, that is my hair just like there's static, dry, like sticks to my skin and weird. It's really annoying. Anyway, at 8:30 I gotta go and get these. I think it's they said it was a EEG. I believe they said that. My mom didn't know that it was the one for the seizures. She thought it was for the heart or something. I'm like, no. So she's got to drive me, and somebody's got to be here to do the pump, the water pump. So, but because I've had seizures, I can't drive. I'm not supposed to, but I do. But I certainly won't drive with a lack of sleep, because lack of sleep seems to be causing the seizure problems. Anywho, I think my seizures aren't major like they used to be, thankfully. So far. Hopefully that water pump can be fixed without them coming inside. It's amazing. Without water, you can't really do much. You can't do much cleaning. However, I got a lot of stuff I need to clean that I'm going to be so happy to clean. I've never actually been so excited to clean. I'm twitching. It's like driving me bonkers. So how are you? Thankfully your avatar isn't too scary. Normally that type of thing would scare me, but no. as long as I don't think about it. Spiders. I like the last part of your name though. D-A-H. Dahlia. Alright, now stupid pop-ups. I am tired. Let me see. You know, I have a feeling that I put my guitar way out of sight, like in the bathroom, so I can't like just grab my guitar and play it. Which hmm. 12:48. Closer and closer. Yeah, it's a well, definitely. And there's something weird with going on with it, and it's been going on for a little while, longer than freeze. It actually froze here in Georgia, but it didn't snow. Not in this part. Not this year. I didn't need that makeup anyway. I need it. Wait for me to fidget while I'm... It's a great big old well. That kind of sounds like that could mean a bunch of things. That's a big oh well. Or a old well. There's like a little empty one, like a upside down tank that I imagined would be full. I have 2 guinea pigs, yeah. I do. They're cute and they don't like me. Only the one, of course, they do like me. I mean, I do give them water and food. So they do like me because they start wheeking when I go in the kitchen. So, oh. 2 guinea pigs, and they're girls. So, one of them looks really, she's looking more and more interesting. But one of them looks just like Ella, but it's not Ella, although she looks just like her, so. So I've got 2 guinea pigs and 2 dogs. And, you know, the spaniel who has not responded yet to my voice, thankfully. The beautiful spaniel is enough to make up for the many, many animals in the whole world. Oh my goodness. I never, you know, I have like goosebumps. Like I can feel the hairs sticking up on my arms. I don't know why, but just that. Maybe it's me thinking of her. How convenient timing. But wrong side. She's hyper. Wild. I worry so much when she gets loose outside, and it's so hard to hold that leash. She is so strong. And because of the, you know, my hands not being very useful in holding the leash, she will often just completely go free. Like it almost looks like I'm just letting her go. But I worry about, you know, the neighbor's dogs. But I think she would quickly run to me if they were out, and she would run right in. I think so. She's fast. Of course, I would hope that that long leash that drags behind her would not get caught in the dog's mouth. Because that would not be good. I did move the computer, and I did paint the wall, but it's really dark in here. So, a long time ago, I would stream in a different room. It's a big mess in that room. And then there's next door where my mom lives, and that's a whole different scene. But I painted this room. It's not completely finished though. So it's quiet here, which is something I like. I mean, sometimes the scanner will come on. I wanted a scanner. You know, it was like something I wanted to have in the background noise. Along with Leo snoring, which I don't usually hear because I'm usually got earplugs in. So yeah, I kind of did move. I now live where Dave used to, except he had a lot of animals here. There's not those animals anymore. And there's not Dave either. There's one thing I really liked him a lot. He was really cool. And I'm sure it showed that I liked him. He was like a cool friend, a really cool friend. And he got, as he aged, I kind of felt more awkward around him. So it's just one of those things I think happens with some people. So I just remember being, I remember avoiding him, and I feel bad about it. I also remember I think about him a lot, all the time. All the time. My guinea pigs are very quiet too. Yeah, I'm just not getting anywhere with the knitting. I'm trying to figure out which side I'm working on. Let's see. I believe. Yeah, I think it's. No. Well, with this knitting pattern, it's kind of confusing me. I never really finish with these things. Usually I'll make a mistake and then I'll try and see. Wait, let me see really quick. I have this thing will automatically blur if I get real close, so I'm gonna fix that. It's gonna blur, but I like the pattern. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit 4, purl 4. So it kind of looks the same inside and out. And I don't really know how to make it smaller at the top. Whenever I like to make a knitted hat. I like the pattern though. I like knitting. I like the feel. the feel of it. Let's see, I want to make sure properties, turn off that focus thing, configure video, camera control, oops, focus, turn off. Alright. Alright. 1, 2. Did I? Oops. I think I dropped a stitch. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I like to knit. Wonder what happens if I just knit. I've never really tried to knit the wrong way after. Okay, I see. Okay, I get it. The string is going to be on the right. Now I can continue. I used to crochet flowers. Of course, those would be like really large because Dahlia, I didn't realize that she liked those things until I found one in the sand. I was like, what is that? It was one of those puff stitch flowers, and it was like really you know, when a dog gets a hold of something like that, there's slobber all over it, and she had it hidden in the dirt. I was like, I would hate for her to choke on one of those, so I made them really, really thick. So I would use, like, with this type of yarn, I would pull out the, like, I'd make it like 4 or 5 strings, and they would all line up perfectly to where it wouldn't, I mean, it would almost look like one string, and but it felt like I was actually getting something done a lot quicker, so I got used to using a whole bunch of strands. And I started doing that with knitting, and I would finish the hat way too quickly. This is just one strand, but I ended up making really, 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 really thick puff stitch flowers. There's one I took a picture of. It was like, I took so many pictures because I loved the colors in it. And then I don't know, whatever happened to it. Whatever happened. But it was like, it was big. And it was really hard because, like, talk about carpal tunnel. Okay. One, two, three. Heat. One more, Jamie. Knitting in the dark. I knew. Okay, I was wondering. It's in that bathroom there, on the floor. Thankfully, she's not broken. But she was sitting on top of the clay pot for, you know, a flower pot. She was on top of that, and she tripped and fell. She didn't trip with her legs. She just tripped somehow. And the clay pot broke, but she didn't. So she's just laying on the floor in there and just chilling. I'm sure if anybody ever went in there, and of course there have been people who have come in here and I have noticed them staring at certain things, and I would look and try and figure out what are they looking at. And I would just naturally think it was probably all the wigs I have. But yeah, she's been hiding in the bathroom for all the last year. So, along with all the clothes. That's where I put all my clean clothes, and is in that. Of course you can't see, can you? There's a door there. And there's a door there, but that door to the bathroom is where all the clean clothes are, along with the, you know, they're on the floor too. Not all the clean clothes though. I brought some more clean ones over. No, I brought some dirty ones over and washed them. Thankfully, just before I tried to fix the water. Thankfully, I did wash a load of clothes, and thankfully it worked. There's been problems with the water for a while. The washing machine being the problem, where it's like you have to like bump up against the washing machine to get it to wake up and start working. It's kind of like that. So maybe today it'll get fixed. It's 1:11 a.m. I remember, I was thinking about when was, let's see, it was about 2 years ago. I, I think it was, yeah, it was about 2 years ago. Um, I would be talking on the phone with somebody and just laughing and laughing until about this time. And then I would fall asleep. I kind of miss that. Just laughing. Yep. What time do I need to wake up? Well, I need to arrive there at 8:30. So, I definitely don't plan on going to sleep because I've already got my caffeine, etc. Because I never was able to go back to sleep. Plus, it may be helpful when they do stick those things all over my head. Um, it may be helpful that I am sleep deprived because that's what they tried to do last time whenever I was at the epilepsy center. They wanted me to have 3 seizures. Back then I was having grand mal seizures, which were not very exciting. They would affect me terribly afterwards, wear me out. Anyway, they wanted me to have 3 seizures, and I was terrified. And so they were trying to kind of, it's a form of torture to cause someone to not sleep. And also the flickering lights, they would try, they actually wanted me to hold my breath as they did the flickering lights. But looking back, or when I remember a time when I was live streaming and I went without my medication for the chorea, I started to have seizure activity, and that was the flickering light and the audio. I do think that a lot of that may actually be causing my seizures. Something related to that. Audio. I remember very I remember having the headphones on, and I was like hearing something, and I was hearing my voice, and I couldn't figure out which tab was open and where my voice was coming from, and it was really, I remember my eyes going like really fast. I was thinking, you know, whatever's going on, that it was kind of not right. Almost like whenever it was a bad reaction to that the Delta flight. Boy, was that a flight. If the stream stops, it's because Leo likes to lay right behind the computer and just mess with the cables. I am so shocked my dog is not. She's actually being good, and I shouldn't say she, because she may start whining or something like that in there. What part are you laughing at this point? Because I can't even remember. Delta flight is probably what it was. Man, that was a doozy. Crawling around on the floor. If they come, just say seizure. Oh my gosh. All I remember is my mom was mad at me. And I just wanted to get help. Yeah, Leo's awake. The other one's not. She's probably laying on her back. 'Cause like... No, I'm not going to tell that story. Anyway, she lays on her back. She sleeps up like with her legs up in the air. So whenever she gets up really fast, her ears go flying too, and it's really funny. It's like her ears are a total hairstyle in itself. It reminds me of a certain. I'm gonna look it up. I gotta look it up. You know, I shattered my phone. That's why this is a white background now. I took the cover off of the phone, and in order to capture the audio from the neighbor, because for some reason with this cover the sound is very, very much masked. So I'm here recording the sound, and I can hear it loud and clear. Their music is just like blaring. You can feel it, but you can't hear it through the phone. So I had the cover off, and it was loud. And naturally, I go in there, and my mom distracts me, and I'm talking to her, and then out the phone goes flying out of my hand and it shatters. So I had to get a new one. Of course, I was already changing the SIM card to another phone so I could use it. My mom was waiting for me outside. She wanted to go and get the screen fixed. But we ended up getting a new phone, half price. A half price of the original phone price. What was I gonna do? It's almost 2 o'clock. Oh yeah. You are not human. What? How did I end up on that? The things this. Welfare check. You know, I should. Oops. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Wonder how many they did. Oh. I'm about ready to share something. This reminds me of my dog, my spaniel. What I'm gonna share. Whoops. Okay, all right. I spelled that wrong. That reminds me of my dog. So I'm going to share that. Let's see. The way that Tim Conway would flip his hair. Copy link. Let me go into my channel and it's dark. All right. paste? Did I paste it? Send? Oops. Let's see. I wonder if that's gonna work. Because I may have done a... Yeah, I double.
Drinking warm water before bed improves eyesight almost overnight.
Oh,
Apparently,
drinking. That's so stupid. Oh. I can't. I want to tell something else, but I'm not gonna. That was a twitch. Huh. Did I pin that? You know, there's a video. This is a video still shot, but that's a video where it looks like the cat slapped the other cat across the face, and it like almost like a Will Smith kind of thing. Man, I used to have freckles and a tan. Of course, I had so many freckles that when the camera would, when the phone would take the pictures, it would blur it, and it looked like I had a tan. Oh, Eve. Her name was Eve. I can't believe all these like for almost a year. I thought I was gonna get a Boykin Spaniel, but I kept getting shammed. I guess that's what happens. My head mod. Huh. Yeah, that's my favorite there. It's kind of funny. I should have, you know, sometimes my paintings, I should stop at a certain point. Right there. One's behind the other. Of course, you know, next door there's a guinea pig painting that I almost how would you define it? When you have a lot of rubble and you go and try and get to the other side of a big pile of rubble, well, I almost tried to get to the other side of my bedroom next door to get a hold of that painting, but I didn't. And I think the reason was because I remember dropping one of these little things that matters a whole lot. And one day I want to find it on the floor somewhere. And And that's why I didn't choose to go over the or through that pile of rubble in my bedroom next door, which would be the clothing and stuff in yarn. I mean, the yarn would be all wrapped in circles around clothes and everything, and many different things over there. But yeah, they're next door and here. And my mom said that she has canvases that she has had hidden from me because she was hoping I would go over there and paint. But she realizes I'm not going to do that. So there's canvases completely unused. So let's see. Did I do that? 1, 2, 3. Hope I didn't mess that up. If so, oh well. I did not mess it up. That was a close one, though. I shouldn't go anywhere, but suddenly I want to draw because I see just outside the view, there's like this tutorial thing, and it makes me want to draw. But if I move, my dog will start up. And she will probably eat my yarn. I think I do. No, I don't. It's on. It is still in the 1:30 area. I thought it was almost 2 o'clock. I think it was about an hour ago. I thought it was almost 2. You know, there was somebody who just decided they were going to walk down that private dirt road, and they just turned around and went back. They were right behind a tree. Like, if I looked out the window, it would be the tree that I would see. But my mom's turned on her light because she wanted to smoke. She saw they had a flashlight, and they turned around and went back, and she heard an engine. Well, the neighbor's dad passed, so There's been a lot of things happening over there that, you know, me being the person I am, I naturally would be that anonymous reporter all the time. If I end up in a ditch, it's due to that, or the paranoia. Their paranoia. For some reason, because Leo goes with me everywhere, they think I'm some kind of agent. Of course, someone else thought that too. Online. It's like, I don't know where they get it from. Let's see. It's a long walk. It's like long enough to where I got bitten by the dogs. The property is right across from my property. It's so weird to say my property, but my property goes all the way down to the end of the dirt road. So it's like you can see their house from here, but I don't have anything that they would want. So they had a flashlight, and they were walking towards my mom's house. Now, I'm sure they know, but I have the windows open all the time now. So, of course, someone bought the property across from my mom and me. So I think that they are somehow related to that neighbor. I don't know. I personally would like to know, though. I'd do a background check. Because there are youngins. And if there are youngins, I would hope they aren't like, they don't just move in and without realizing the neighbor there has for some reason gotten a free ride to I mean, their dogs got a free ride so far. The only thing left is the youngins. If I don't even like to say that on YouTube. That's her hair. My doggie's hair. It has a little thorn right in the center. Ouch. I remember when my Dahlia, when she passed away, I think maybe a month or so went by, and I was cleaning up I was vacuuming and cleaning up a room, and then I came across this big clump of hair, and I was like, I sniffed it, and it smelled just like my Dahlia. It was her hair, but she had the whole reason it was there, like it was a big clump. She was hiding underneath the cot in the living room because of the storm, and somehow I guess it was her tail. A lot of hair came, like she would hide. She would hide from the storms. Anyway, it was way bigger than this. I mean, it was a huge bit of hair. Anyway, I thought of that. and then as I was smelling that, my mom was like, "Oh, we got mail, and they have Dahlia's paw." And I was like, "No, it's not. It's just some stupid paw print." And she showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, Dahlia!" I knew the paw print right away was hers. And I started bawling. Those little things, they really do matter in the end. Anyway, they put ink and they did her paw print when they, I don't know where it is now though. I think I got over it. When her little toys didn't smell like her enough, it bothered me. It just wasn't enough anymore. But I think I'm gonna probably assume you're the person I could text. So I'm gonna send a photo of the distance between that place and this place. I did get a photo of a vehicle though. One of the vehicles that just would go in and out with their blaring music. There's a gopher tortoise burrow at the where there's woods and from that gopher tortoise burrow you can kind of see that their place. Anyway, I'm sending a picture to somebody. It's going in this circle. And in that picture, where the woods appear to meet, that's on the left of those. Past those woods is the neighbor's place. And on the right, all the way, is my property. Someone wanted me to take a picture of that driveway for another reason, so I was like, okay. And they were like, no, at the end, like what you would see right at the end. And they were trying to figure out if someone stole my mom's trash can, and they wrote their address on the back. Well, turns out that they stole it, and that was basically what they wanted me to get a picture of, but it was not there. It was on their back porch, along with their trash bin and my mom's trash bin. My mom saw it, and so I like the fact that the officer that responded to that came with my mom's trash bin, and it was like, it was funny. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's me. Doesn't show anybody except for Bella. Personally, I think this photo is pretty creative. Accidentally, like that canvas is blocking her from getting in the front seat. But I mean, with her paws over the canvas, that's pretty cute. I never would have imagined. Like I could make a bunch of memes with that if I were patient enough. Or wonder what on earth they're planning on doing to me today. Like, I'm gonna have a hard time washing all that out. All the sticky. Last time they did that, I mean, they were everywhere. Of course, I had short hair then. Let's see. What is an EEG?
What is an EEG?
It's got a lot of colors. It better. Oh, they're gonna do the forehead too. You know, I don't. There's like a. I might as well just shave that part of my head. It'll grow back, but a tree, you know, I'm not very, very safe whenever I work with trees. Either I fall from one like way high up, or it just comes around and slaps. Absence. That's interesting. But I wonder how they're gonna manage to stick something on my forehead when I got a. Okay, so it is an EEG. Electro. Electro, is it in encephalog electro, or is it encephalography? Electro encephalography. Man, it's too bad. I should actually I should get a hidden camera and attach it you know, like Sean, the what's his channel name? I like him. He's got a deep voice. I like it. What's it like to have an EEG? Yeah. Well, I was at the epilepsy center and they had all those things attached to my head, and they found out that I had chorea by me squeezing 2 fingers. Of course, they had a whole bunch of students come in the room, and I didn't know what was going on. They wanted me to squeeze 2 fingers, and then they would wait, and then they would nod, and then the next one would come, and I was like, okay, and then they would nod, and I was like, as the doctor and the students were all walking out, I was like, well, what the heck? And it turns out that they didn't want to tell me right away, but that was how they were determining that I had chorea. Chorea is, it'll translate or transcribe more. The closed captioning would be more accurate when I say it that way, but it's actually like Huntington's chorea, which is how I say it. But it's not Huntington's, thankfully. At least I don't think it is. Sure seems like I got something going on. understand an EEG. Who should be getting an EEG? TBI. What? Man, I want to see what I'm going to look like. I'm going to have to take some pictures of me. Electro. Whatever. I see scribbling. What does the EEG? Why does it have to always be about youngins? Epilepsy diagnosis. The doctors said that I couldn't drive for 6 months because of epilepsy. So I just don't tell anybody. And nobody's around when I do it. So if I end up in a ditch, it's simply, because I'm a snitch. There was a deputy at the river. See, I dropped my keys in the overflowing river. I couldn't find them because, you have to walk through instead of driving through this path. The river was a little bit too high to drive, so the keys were in that spot. Well, I ended up having to get an officer to come and possibly try and unlock the door to my vehicle, or do something like that, somehow get in there. And she tried, and we were discussing the different ways of getting a door unlocked or getting a hold of my keys. And I said, yeah, these people on a four-wheeler wanted me to use my taser to like stick my taser in the water and push the button to get the keys to come up magnetically. And I was telling her about that, and she said, that's cruel. Who on earth would do that? And I was like, well, they probably were doing that because they didn't want me to, or they knew that I saw them on their four-wheeler right in front of their youngin' this morning around 10 a.m. And they probably didn't want me to be, or they probably, I can't remember the exact way I phrased it, but I was like, I did mention I was a snitch. They probably know that I saw them right in front of their youngin'. And she was like, wait, well, who? And they were still there. They were the ones who wanted me to stick my taser in the water and turn it on. I was like, you do it. They wouldn't do it. But they would ride their four-wheeler through that path. And I was like, wait, wait, wait. And they just kept on going. And I was like, you know, I saw them doing that this morning. So I had no compassion for them. I just completely said, well, they probably thought I was going to snitch on them for, in, you know, this morning doing that in front of. Anyway. And then some guy comes in and says, well, what does it look like? And he walks right through, reaches down and picks up the keys. That was on a dash cam, but I lost it. I can't find it. My mom had her car running, so the dash cam was working. Of course, I think I saved the rear view dash cam view. I wanted to she actually flipped, and my mom was starting to act really, really different, and unlike my mom to ever being like over dramatic, and she doesn't like me to talk, so she's like really, really displaying a lot of animation or animosity or whatever to get me to shush, and I wanted to see that on the dash cam, and I actually saw it. And yeah, my reaction was similar to how I remembered it. I just ended up walking away completely. I was like, she wanted me to do something on her phone, and I was like, I did whatever, and I just walked away. Not a word. She kept saying sorry, and I was like, the officer said, how did you get those bruises? And I looked, and I didn't say anything, and my mom was like, she bruises like I do. But I wasn't saying a word. I think the officer, I think she knew. I think she asked me that on purpose. But I didn't get them from my mom. Of course, maybe the anxiety, like I would fall, because I was so stressed out about my mom. Anyway, that was how that works. Now I am so wired, and I haven't even gotten the wires hooked up. What am I looking at? There's some kind of spinning mannequin. Speaking of mannequins, can you imagine this type of thing? Electrodes. You know, I'm actually very fascinated by the brain. I could probably read and study the brain like I don't know if I could without my attention deficit medication, but I do know I'm very fascinated. No matter what, I could just sit and read the whole book. And I did do that with when I would dog sit. there was this book. It was really thick, and it started off out. It was like it was almost like studying the brain, but it started off where somebody was, there was this person who had some kind of illness, but it was like written to, it was like, don't try and guess what this person has, because it may not even be anything like you would ever expect. So, anyway, it was like I was imagining I was, one of the students. And I was thinking, oh, it's probably this. And none of the suggestions in the book were at all what I thought. But it was so interesting. So interesting, that book. I couldn't possibly describe it, though. I don't know how I'll stay up all night. It's probably the caffeine. Heck, I couldn't go back to sleep for the life of me. I was just staring at, like, wide awake. Like, I was listening to this audiobook, and normally I would fall asleep, but no, it was just starting to be really annoying. The audiobook was so annoying. I couldn't follow what. I guess the ADD was kicking in, and epilepsy center, getting an EEG. In my, I don't know why they think everything has to be for the youngins, and I still have not even gotten anywhere. Electrical. I gotta turn this down now. That's creepy, man. I won't be able to sleep that. Now, how is that gonna, what? That's good. That's scary. I don't want to look at that. It's a man. Okay, how about a human? What the heck? You can't really tell anything from a mannequin. They're not going to stick to a greasy scalp. I am wired, twitching and everything. Sleep deprived. Man. They're probably going to detect the seizure activity right away. They're not going to have any issues detecting that. Landmarks. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Okay. So, I just hope I still have hair after all this. Will they be able to take it off? What is it? EEG test. Oh, come on. You're making me read it. I don't want to read it. It's too fast. Sleep disorders. Man, I have something like that. I want to throw my phone across the room. Wouldn't that be cool? If they could fix that, that would be great. What should I learn from EEG imaging? Blah. Okay. How about let's stay right on topic. Where's that option? This is not the first time I've had a seizure. I kind of don't like my doctoring. I have a tumor in the pituitary gland, which explains all of the symptoms that I have had in the summertime. Well, last time they were trying to figure it out, they saw the frontal lobe was active, but that's the fight or flight type thing. From a channel with a health professional. I do not like this. This is creepy. Blood supply of brain. What? I'm gonna get my mannequin out and then try and EEG search explained. I wonder if they'll send me home this way. That's probably a better option. Of course, can you imagine how much that's going to itch? Neuroscience. Okay. Darn ads.
Typically, EEG does not record the activity of single neurons, but rather detects the signals created when populations of neurons are active at the same time. It mostly records signals from small areas of the brain surrounding each electrode. EEG is primarily measuring low synaptic potentials, or changes in membrane potential that are elicited by neurotransmitters binding to receptors on the postsynaptic membrane.
Very helpful.
EEG provides an image of electrical activity in the brain, represented as waves of varying frequency, amplitude, and shape.
Hi, meet Sarah. She is a young woman who's currently studying chemistry.
Meet Sarah. She's a You want to understand what's going on in my brain? I'm sure most people don't really want to know. Yeah, all of those things are going to be attached to my head, and they're going to just have it for.
But in a hospital setting, when the patient is admitted in the hospital, stays for multiple days, and we can also use anti-seizure medication to study the brain activity and seizures in depth to know what type of epilepsy we're treating, where the seizures are coming from, or even if therefore surgical treatment is needed. And we prefer to do it in the hospital to be able to monitor the patient when we do an EEG, to be able to test the patient when we have events, also to be able to induce seizures in a safe environment. The other type is called ambulatory EEG, when you can if the EEG needs an EEG at your home, so the doctor is in somebody's house to connect the needs, or maybe the doctor in their home, so we can monitor the patient in their own environment, and we can have a camera attached and then record all these changes. However, in this setting, we cannot do the EEG, we cannot assist the patient, and we cannot safely reduce anti-seizure medication. And there is a new type of EEG called spot EEG, which is a band or a wire or
2 months
helmet
ago.
that can be applied from the spot in the emergency department quickly when we don't have the facilities or the resources to do a longer normal EEG. So these spot EEGs can be handy in cases of emergency. And the latest type of EEG is the sub-scalp Holter EEG. This is a new technology that is being utilized when they implant a
I'm a visual person. This is why.
in the scalp, subscalp on the right side and left side, and especially like temporal seizures that we can record for weeks or even months.
Yeah, they wanted to know if
And then
I had
we can
temporal lobe
also
epilepsy,
understand
but
how many seizures are happening in each side of the brain in the long term. So how is the EEG done? So when you have the EEG test, you will come to a center
the right
with a
temporal
clinic that
lobe.
does the EEG. It will be comfortably seated. The head will be cleaned up, and then you will be applying the electrodes, the wires, where sometimes it's gel, and sometimes it can be floating, which is kind of like super heated so that it will detect for a longer EEG. And then you will sit quietly, relax. You might be asked to move fast or be exposed to flashing lights. All these are to detect the brain reaction to these inducible seizures. And then moreover this, you might be asked to sleep during the test, which I prefer to sleep, because if you sleep during the EEG test, that increases the chances of capturing anything abnormal, because the epileptic activity tends to sneak out in sleep stage. So it's very, very important to be able to sleep. And sometimes we do sleep deprived EEG when we ask the patient to not sleep the night before. Usually we ask them
Well,
to wake up
heck.
early at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, so that they can sleep during the test. And for children, make sure that you keep them tired, and then they do not sleep on the way to the hospital. So if you have an EEG, how to prepare for an EEG test? There are things that
Well, they're going to find all kinds of things.
first make sure that you get
I'm definitely sleep deprived. They're gonna like it. They're gonna approve of my the things that I've been able to help them out with.
What are the risks of
And abnormal.
Interestingly, both spikes and sharp waves are generated at the top of the cortical gyrus, a region of the brain surface. On an EEG, these discharges typically show a negative polarity at the surface of the scalp, which helps in identifying the origin and significance. Interestingly, both spikes and sharp waves are generated at the top of the cortical gyrus, a region.
F7 PZ. What the heck are they? Have thumbtacks? Thumbtacks. I should bring a magnet and capture all those things. They didn't even put any kind of makeup on the mannequin. My goodness.
This is how we perform an ED. We start off by cleaning the forehead, the ear lobes, and the clavicle on
The ear
left
lobes. Oh no, not me. That's crap. That's louder than the actual talking. Hello, Zane. Who is Zane? I think he will, but only for a short time because someone's going to bail him out. It won't be too bad. A night as a sleep technician. Of course, I don't know who Zane is, so. Whoops. Oh, well then he's going to jail. And if he doesn't go to jail now, he will, and he will eventually. Soon. Somebody will put him in jail. If he's very bad, there will be justice. But sometimes, if he doesn't go to jail, it's even worse. Fred Gordon Herbert. When there's like these court cases on that are that are broadcasted, I get so invested in them. So now I'm like looking to see if there's anyone. Best of Fred Herbert. Gordon is a familiar name. Anime. Whoa. The Many Faces of Fred Herbert. What? To the bail bondsman. Hello. That's funny. That sounds like Dave. Carrie. I want to do some prank calls, but at this hour, who knows? That voice sounds so familiar, like that person's from around here. Ah. Mm. Kit Boga. Shit Boga. I've got, this reminds me, I was going through my GLE voice uh, the voicemail messages, I think. And there was one of Dave. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And the sound of his voice, it made me smile. Then there's one of my mom, and she's like, Jamie, pick up the phone. Somehow I managed to figure out at that point how to make a certain number go straight to a voicemail, to where it would look like if they're calling my number, they would just get redirected to a different number, and automatically. So of course that's what that is meant for, but it was a different way. It was like that number where it used to be my grandpa's phone, it would just automatically redirect, and so it didn't even seem to be as if they were calling the voice number. They were actually dialing his number and then leaving a message for him, but it was, I don't know how to describe that. I almost feel like I'm gonna be sick. Roses is red and my neck's red. I screamed that poem across, so the people across on the other side of the river could actually hear. It was funny. I had to act it out because I was yelling so loud, and there were a whole bunch of people lined up. And I got over dramatic, and I was like, and I whine like them hound dogs that's under my porch. Christina was laughing. It was fun. So much fun. Oops. You know, I could use my voice phone number to call you know who. I wonder if he would answer. Of course, I would have to have something. That would be so funny. Let me see here real quick. I'm going to open in new window. Gosh, my twitching is crazy. New window. Ooh, that's bright. Right. I used to just 118 voicemail messages. These are all, wow. Okay. I wish I had that offender's phone number. Oh boy, do I wish I had that. Gosh, I would have so much fun with that person. Surely he's got a phone number. Or 2 or 3 or 4 right now. Let's see. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, that was to hide any personal information from the scanner. All right, so what shall I say to the neighbor? Because I got the number ready. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just gonna say, why don't you come in here? Are you gonna come in here? Or something like that. itching like crazy. It's driving me crazy. No, wait. I'm gonna say. I'm hungry. I thought you were gonna bring me some food. But I'm gonna say it in like the most southern accent that I could possibly think of. Okay, here we go. I didn't even hear anything. There's like no signal. Honey, I'm in the basement. Sheesh. I don't think there was any sound whatsoever. I have no idea. Alright, let's do a 800 number. Sheesh. Anything working? Okay, let's try 877 3000.
Welcome to America's Hottest Talk Line. Guys, hot ladies are waiting to talk to you. Press 1 now. Ladies, to talk to interesting and exciting guys free. Press 2 to connect free now. Guys, press 1 now. Ladies, press 2 now. America's Hottest Talk Line is for callers 18 and over. If you're under 18, you must hang up now. Product of XIP. We hope you have a great time on America's Hottest Talk Line. Grab a pen. We're going to give you our direct access number so you can call us back absolutely free next time you're in the mood. Ready? Call 1-800-444-3000. That's 1-800-444-3000. You need to record a greeting to introduce yourself to the other callers. First, let's record the name you want to use. After the tone, record just your first name.
I need to hire someone.
Now let's record your greeting. If you're ready to record, press 1. To hear tips for recording a good greeting and some examples, press 2. If you'd like to pause the system to prepare what you're going to say, press 3. Record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
I need to hire someone real fast. Anybody ready to work?
If you're happy with your greeting, press 1. To hear how it sounds, press 2. Re-record it, press 3.
I need to hire someone real fast. Anybody ready to work?
If you're happy with your greeting, press 1. To hear how it sounds, press 2. Re-record it, press 3. To repeat this your greeting is now being reviewed by the moderator. There are 65 guys on the line. For a safe connection, keep personal information like your last name, phone number, address, or details about your workplace confidential until you've had time to get to know the other person. And never share your credit card info with anyone on the system. We will never ask for your credit card info unless you contact us to make a purchase. By using this service, you agree to our terms of use and privacy policy, which you can view on our website. We assume no responsibility for personal meetings. If you hear a caller you're not interested in, you can block them so you won't hear each other by pressing 7. And if you hear something really inappropriate, pressing 7 again will report them to the moderator. Your greeting has been approved.
It's your boy Corey, 41 years old, calling from out of Jacksonville to look for somebody real talking. So that's you, hello, Craig.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the greetings, press. You've heard the callers that are closest to you. Now you will hear callers you can chat with right now from farther away. To hear your closest callers, press 5 at any time.
Yo, what's going on this late night? Shit, we just vibing. What's going on? Shit. I like a nasty though. Sexy as a motherfucker too. Sexy freak, she ate me up.
Yo.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press. Please record your invitation for this caller to join you in a private conversation. Record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
Yo. You ready to work, yo? Yo.
Here's how it sounds. Press 1 to accept at any time.
Yo. You ready to work, yo?
To accept your recording, press 1. Try again, press 2. Hear it again, press. Please hold while that caller listens to your connection request. To cancel your request at any time, just press the pound key. They're listening to your request right now. Please hold a moment for their response.
Boom. Boom. Trying to cover up.
They liked what they heard and they're ready to connect with you. You're connected. You can break this connection at any anytime by pressing the pound key. Say hi.
Hi, yo.
Yeah, what's up?
I was wanting to hire someone.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
hire someone to do what?
Oh, nothing bad. Nothing bad. Just some yard work here.
Your connection was ended with a key press.
Tony.
Has sent you this message.
Yeah, this is Tony Sims again. So, what kind of work do you have and where you calling from?
To connect live
What
with this
kind of
caller,
work?
press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker.
I guess
press 2.
people want to
Skip
work,
message,
man.
Press 3. Hear the last message you sent them. Press 5. To block this caller, press 7. To hear this caller's greeting and location, press 8. Repeat this message if you haven't recently sent that caller a message. To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5.
You want to hear about the passionate librarian?
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the greetings, press 5.
David.
Wants to connect with you.
Yes, ma'am. Connect with me.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna say make me laugh or something. I don't know. Let's see if that 800 number will work. Random 800 numbers.
Press 1 now to continue this call in English.
Para continuar en español, presione 9.
Hello, and thank you for calling. To help us better service your needs, please listen closely to the following special offers available to you. Are you looking for affordable TV or internet at the lowest prices with no annual contracts? Press 1 to get the best packages available for you and your family. Looking to book your next dream vacation or trip? Press 2 for cheap flights, airline tickets, and airfare deals. Would you like to book a beautiful hotel room at a fraction of the normal price? Press 3 to get a great deal on your next hotel reservation. For all other calls, press pound. Hello, and thank you for calling. To help us better service your needs, please listen closely to the following special offers available to you. Are you looking for affordable TV or internet at the lowest prices with no annual contracts? Press 1 to get the best packages available for you and your family. Looking to book your next dream vacation or trip? Press 2 for cheap flights, airline tickets, and airfare deals. Would you like to book a beautiful hotel room at a fraction of the normal price? Press 3 to get a great deal on your next hotel reservation. For all other calls, press pound.
Welcome to Reservation Desk. My name is Rio. How can I help you?
Hi there. I need to book a flight.
You want to book a flight from where to where, dear?
From Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, to New York City, New York, or any.
One way or round trip you want?
Yeah, a round trip is fine.
Let me call you back. Your voice is not clear. Give me a second.
Okay. U.S. number. Aha. 302-487-8840.
Press 9 to continue.
Welcome to reservation desk. My name is Ria. How can I help you?
Hi there. You wanted me to call back on this number, so I did. I'd like to book a flight
From where to where?
from Savannah, Georgia to New York, New York.
Can you tell me the airport code, Georgia?
The area code?
Airport code. Airport name.
Oh, any airport is fine. I don't know if New York is a big state, so.
No, Vienna, Georgia, you said, right?
From Savannah, Georgia to New York. Anywhere in New York is fine.
Is it Atlanta Airport you want?
Oh yeah, Atlanta is fine. That's fine too.
To New York.
Yes, that's correct.
On which day do you want to travel?
Which is the soonest?
I'm asking on which day do you want to travel?
Maybe this week.
This week, can you
like
tell me any day?
Friday. Today's Friday. If
The next Friday.
or next Friday, that's good. In between is fine.
And return?
Maybe let's see. It'd be about a week.
So, if you travel on February 13, you want to return on February 20th, 20. Is that correct?
That's correct.
For how many people?
It just me. One person.
Okay, let me check for you. So we have a flight. It's 10:25 departure from Atlanta, and it will reach John F. Kennedy, New York, 1:08 a.m. next month, midnight. Will it work?
Yes, that will work perfect.
And the written one, it's give me a second. So for this one, it will cost you $270 for one person.
All right.
Do you want me to book that?
Yes. Go ahead and book that for me.
What's your card details?
You're not gonna pay it for me?
Oh my God, no.
Oh,
Why
I'm just.
should I pay for you?
Oh, well, I was just joking. I was just playing around.
No, I will never pay for you.
Oh, never.
No, don't call on this number, okay? If you wanna waste your time, you can get down.
No,
on
I was no. What I mean by playing, I don't mean playing as in playing games with you. I meant like just a funny joke, 'cause as I'm getting my credit card ready.
I know, I understood. You don't want to book any flight. You're just wasting your and as well as mine time. So don't do that, okay? Time is very important. Go and
Well,
study.
yeah, it is. It's very important. I've lost a lot of sleep.
Don't call on this number.
Okay, I'll pick a new one. Well, he was nice, but he gave me a number. He gave me a number to call back on. Blah. Man. Dang, I wish I could stop twitching. Let's see who this number is. There's someone. 9401091. Somebody calls me frequently from this. I'm gonna do a call back. I guess. Hi, my name is Megan Sloan. Okay, nice. There's a lot of phone numbers. Evergreen. The number that I called earlier, was that today? No, wait a minute. I'm gonna call that number. I don't know who it was. This phone gets a lot of calls. I'm gonna call an 800 number. 877.
Press 1 to be connected with the agent. Thank you. This call may be recorded.
Hello?
Welcome to America's hottest talk line. Guys, hot ladies are waiting to talk to you. Press 1 now. Ladies, to talk to interesting and exciting guys free. Press 2 to connect. America's hottest talk line is for callers 18 and over. If you're under 18, you must hang up now. Product of XIP. We hope you have a great time on America's hottest talk line. Grab a pen. We're going to give you our direct access number so you can call us back absolutely free next time you're in the mood. Ready? Call 1-800-444-3000. That's 1-800-444-3000. You need to record a greeting to introduce yourself to the other callers. First, let's record the name you want to use. After the tone, record just your first name.
Drew.
Now let's record your greeting. If you're ready to record, press 1. To hear tips for recording a good greeting and some examples, press 2. If you'd like to pause the system to prepare what you're going to say, press 3. Here are some tips to help you make the best first impression. Press any key to skip whenever you're ready. First, to make sure the guys hear what you have to say, record in a quiet place with no TV, music, or other voices in the background. Speak directly into your phone. Don't use the hands-free. And smile when you speak. It'll make you sound friendlier and more attractive. What you say is completely up to you, but keep it positive and interesting. You've got 2 minutes to record. That's lots of time to describe your best features and tell the guys exactly what you're looking for. The more specific you are, the more likely you'll get the responses you want. To protect your privacy, don't include any personal information like your last name or phone number, and don't mention anything illegal. You'll have a chance to review your greeting after you record it, and you can change it at any time after that to suit your mood or what you're looking for. If you're ready to record your greeting now, press 1. To hear an example of a greeting others might use, press 2. If you record after the tone, hit any key when you're done.
Make me laugh.
Please try your recording again. It must be at least 5 seconds long, and we must be able to hear what you're saying, so speak clearly and directly into the phone. Record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
If you make me laugh, you win.
If you're happy with your greeting, press 1. To hear how it sounds, press 2. Re-record it, press 3. Your greeting is now being reviewed by the moderator. There are 62 guys on the line. For a safe connection, keep personal information like your last name, phone number, address, or details about your workplace confidential until you've had time to get to know the other person. And never share your credit card info with anyone on the system. We will never ask for your credit card info unless you contact us to make a purchase. By using this service, you agree to our terms of use and privacy policy, which you can view on our website. We assume no responsibility for personal meetings. If you hear a caller you're not interested in, you can block them so you won't hear each other by pressing 7. And if you hear something really inappropriate, pressing 7 again will report them to the moderator. Your greeting has been approved. There are no callers on the line close to you right now. Now you will hear callers you can chat with right now from farther away. To hear your closest callers, press 5 at any time.
Ladies, what would be worse? My boss lady finding out that I stole her clothing from her house, or my friends finding out that I'm a submissive white bitch boy who likes black cock?
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the greetings, press 5. To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the greetings, press 5. Play the previous greeting.
You was on the 12 freaks. You know what I'm saying? Being a freak, you know, just put them on and got their mind on like, well, now I'm just on the bitch yet. Just that for real, just whole just begging and chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got shit going on, content, everybody tattooed, dreadhead. No, when you get around shit like that, camera phone no good. We ain't got time for drum, sound play, you know what I'm saying?
He won.
To
I
connect
can't
with
understand
this
a word
caller,
he's
press
saying.
1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press
If you change calls from our controller, 30 years old, talking to right now, so yeah, the person to say what you know. What's up, like big single white male? In shape, brown hair, blue eyes, 6 foot tall. Just laying here,
I like one eye blue and one eye green.
bored. So you know what to do.
Press 3.
Wrong.
wants to connect with you.
Deep in that booty hole for me.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with
What'd
a
he say?
message, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5. To block
Yo, what's up, man? This Tay. I'm calling from the Orlando area. Just getting off from work, driving on my way home. Time to jump on mine to see, you know, who's all on here. So,
Leo, stop.
I'm from the Orlando area. Or maybe outside. You want to have a conversation. See what you do when you get up.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press
Hey, Daddy.
has sent you this message.
I love you.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker. Skip message, press 3.
I
Hear the last
fail.
message you sent them, press 5. To block this caller, press 7. To hear this
Really hot in the morning. Very good looking 44-year-old male. Very muscular male. There's that one fucking chest. It's the boy Ron calling out 229 Georgia. I want to get out of here and get to know someone. That's no problem.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3.
Hi, my name's
Sent you this message.
Steven. I'm 40 years old, brown hair, has a green eyes, 145 pounds. Would love to talk to you if you're interested in a pump to do. Yeah, from out of the chaos.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5.
Hello,
Yeah.
ladies. My name is Robert Jr., 43 years old, from Rock Hill, South Carolina. 3 feet drama free. Looking to get into something today, get to know somebody. This is my greet. You want to know more? Get up.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting
Michael.
has sent you this message.
Wanted the chicken across the road.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? It's your boy Chad from Orlando, Florida. 5'5", light brown, bow-legged, short. You feel me? Like, you know, from my house like that, and ladies only. None of you can. What's up to all the women online this morning?
Online.
No haircut. I weigh 180. My height is like 5'9".
Like 5'9".
Kaufman, Georgia. I am single, ready to mingle. Not about the bullshit. I'm drug jumping and disease free. I do have a son. Based at Red Mall. I do work. I love to have fun. I'm drug jumping and disease free. I love going bowling. I eat to the movies, walk in the park, walk on the beach. David?
wants to connect with you.
Hey, this is David. I'm just listening to this. I love the talk. Let me know if you're up.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5.
I'm also still looking to my night kids recurring visit. They will come 803-571-6791.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the... To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3.
Hey ladies, what's up? It's your boy Eric calling from Cook County. I'm just chilling. Just about to talk to you. Getting naked. Hey, how y'all doing? This is naked. I'm on this line looking for someone that I can really go with. A genuine artist and someone that I can vibe with, talk to from time to time, peace and understanding, conversation only. A little bit about me is
how's it going, ladies? Just jumped online to see if anyone's out there interested in, meeting a new gentleman on the line. It's 5'11", down to earth, fun. Gentleman who loves travel, meet new people, just have fun. And I'm looking for anything too serious right now. Just want to get to know you if that's possible. Maybe exchange numbers, pics or whatever. And I'm not trying to collect your pics. I just want to see what you look like, or just give me a good text description of yourself. Just laid back and no drama. And like I said, my description is 5'11", athletic build. I used to be a swimmer. And yeah, man, just hit me up. And if you want to talk, I'm in Georgia, and I love traveling, and just enjoy life. So you love to laugh and just talk about it. Hit me up. I promise you won't be disappointed.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the greetings, press 5. Play the previous greeting, press 6. Block this caller so you won't hear them again, press 7. Hear this caller's location, press 8. Repeat this greeting and menu choices, press 9. For help with using the live connector, press star.
How's it going, ladies? Just jumped online to see if anyone's out there interested in, meeting a new gentleman on the line. 5'11",
My
down to earth,
stop
fun.
heart made of gold,
Gentleman who
quirky, with a heavy dash of
I'm
sarcasm.
looking for anything too serious right now. Just want to get to know you if that's possible. Maybe exchange numbers, pics or whatever. And I'm not trying to collect your pics. I just want to see what you.
here.
Wants to connect with you.
Hey, baby. What's up? This is Eric calling from Cook County. I'm just chilling. And my bed naked. I'm sorry to cut out with me. Got people got me on the call.
Ladies, what would be worse? My boss woman finding out that I stole her clothes and wear them, or my friends finding out that I'm a submissive white bitch boy who loves black cock? Christopher?
Wants to connect with you.
Good morning, how are you? Please press number 8 to listen to my greeting. Thank you.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5. To block this caller, press 7. To hear this...
Hey, how's it going, ladies? You have a 48-year-old African-American male, cool, calm, collected, top complexion, standing at 5'8", 185 pounds, short hair, facial hair, goatee, beard, nice physique, do work out a little bit, have my own place, my own car, nice career, secret sense of humor, respectful, understanding, like to have good communication, and just all around nice guy. No gimmicks, no nothing. Just what you see is what you get. Also has no kids, so no baby mama drama. There's a chat line. I was on GTA PS5 a little while, but I was trying to check out a movie or something like that, and just trying to find a nice lady I can talk to, get to know. I'll send you a five just try to have a connection, a friendly connection. Who knows, it might escalate to something else, so we can talk about anything. We're all adults. Keep it PG. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you hear, hit me back.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Return to the beginning of the to send an icebreaker, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To repeat these choices, press 9. To please record your message, record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
Mind of a scholar, heart made of gold, quirky with a heavy dash of sarcasm. I am an unapologetic overthinker.
Here's how it sounds. Press 1 at any time to send it with priority delivery, or press 2 for normal delivery. Mind of a scholar, heart made of gold, quirky with a heavy dash of sarcasm. I am an unapologetic overthinker. Message delivered. Has sent you this message.
Good morning, how you doing, love? Where you calling from?
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Skip message.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Tony from South Carolina. And I'm looking for a friend. Looking for someone I can spoil. Someone that loves to go shopping. Someone loves to get their nails, hair, toes, hair. I don't mind being money for your bills.
I just realized my mind went wandering.
You look a queen that you already are.
Before the school business, you gonna be in the surrounding area.
What's up, ladies? You have reached a light skin, yellow hair, by the name of Red, light skin, hazel brown eye, and about 6'3", with about 180. Tree, gosh, man, that big body.
To connect live with this call, wants to connect with you.
I think I can make you laugh. Come on, call me 803-571-6791. I can make you laugh.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message, press 2.
Poor guy.
Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5. To block this caller, press 7. To hear that you haven't recently sent that caller a message. To connect live with this caller, press 1. Reply with a message, press 2. Skip message, press 3. Hear the last message you sent them, press 5. To block this caller, press 7. To hear this caller's greeting and location, press 8. Repeat this message and menu choices, press 9. For help with using the live connector, press star.
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing? This is DJ. 32 years old, tall, dark skin. I'm a 5'11", weigh 180 pounds. I'm on career ball.
La 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 la. Let's see. Analytics. Wow. Gosh. I bet in the 90s it was like 1/900 or something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record the greeting And it's gonna be roses is red and my neck's red too. You make my lips pucker like a big plug of chew. No, wait a minute. I should do that with the robot voice. See how that sounds. Because sometimes... Alright, let's see. We'll do a short... Three... One, two. Roses is red. My neck is red too. You make my lips pucker like a big plug of chew. If you was my shed, I'd be proud to have made you. If you was my woohoo in my rack, I'd display you. 'Cause you're sleek like a bass boat and hotter than fire. You're more gripping to me than a new set of tires. I'm a sad, lovesick fool just carrying a torch, and I whine like them hound dogs that's under my porch. 'Cause you make my head spin like ice drinking white lightning. I ain't used to much of thinking, I confess, it's a mighty frightening. But you stole my poor heart like that big old tornado that come through last month and took off with my trailer. So I'll give you some candy and flowers by the dozen. Heck, I'd rather kiss you than my purtiest cousin. You and me go together like catfish and beer batter. Let's see what that sounds like. My neck is red too. You make my lips pucker like a big plug of chew. It'll speed up in a minute. If you was my shed, I'd be proud to have made you. If you was my woohoo in my rack, I'd display you. 'Cause you're sleek like a bass boat and hotter than fire. You're more ripping to me than a new set of tires. I'm a sad, lovesick fool just carrying a torch, and I whine like them hound dogs that's under my porch. 'Cause you make my head spin like ice drinking white lightning. I ain't used to much of thinking, I confess, it's a mighty frightening. But you stole my poor heart like that big old tornado that come through last month and took off with my trailer. So I'll give you some candy and flowers by the dozen. Heck, I'd rather kiss you than my purtiest cousin. You and me go together like catfish and beer batter. Roses is red. My neck is red too. You make my lips pucker like a big plug. Wait a minute. Roses is red and my neck's red too. You make my lips pucker like a big plug of chew. If you was my shed, I'd be proud to have made you. If you was my woohoo in my rack, I'd display it. 'Cause you're sleek like a bass boat and hotter than fire. You're more gripping to me than a whole new set of tires. I'm a sad, lovesick fool just carrying a torch, and I whine like the hound dogs that's under my porch, 'cause you make my head spin like I was drinking white lightning. I ain't used to much of thinking, I confess. It's a mighty frightening, but you stole my poor heart like that big old tornado that come through last month and took off my trailer. So I give you some candy and flowers by the dozen. Heck, I'd rather kiss you than my prettiest cousin. You and me, we go together like catfish and beer batter. That's going to be a really, really, really slow video. Whew. Let's see here. Roses is red and my neck's red too. You bang my lips, pucker like a big plug and chew, fuse my shit. I'm proud to have made you fuse my woo in my rack. I display it, 'cause you're sleek like a bass boat and hotter than fire. You're more gripping to me than a whole new set of tires. I'm a sad, lovesick fool just carrying a torch, and I whine like the hound dogs that's under my boring. Wonder if it would. Maybe I could actually. I'm uploading a short. It may actually let me add more layers. I could do a duet with myself. Maybe.
A negative polarity at the surface.
I think I'm gonna try to sleep. How long have I been live? 3:09. Yeah, I think I'll